The marketing we do in the UK and the rest of Northern Europe, it's the same conversation we're having with everyone. Yes, so I'm Keith. I run Target Property Spain. We're a relatively small family-run agency in Calahonda, Costa. We focus really from, I'd say, probably Benalmádena up to East Marbella. So our ethos is to specialise in what we do rather than cover a massive area. I think it's impossible to really specialise on the whole of the Costa del Sol. And traditionally, we've done a lot more resales than new developments. Majority would be British, and then you've got a mix of Scandinavians and Northern Europeans and a few Spanish.
You actually have an office right there in the middle of Calahonda on the front, don't you? And
instead of Frontline Beach, we're Frontline A7. So
Frontline Motorway.
We've actually focused our marketing back on people on the ground. So we're aiming at Spain to find people that are here now and can actually view. Because from the marketing we do in the UK and the rest of Northern Europe, it's the same conversation we're having with everyone. You know, this is my criteria. I'm really interested in buying. I'm a cash buyer. I need a mortgage, etc., but I can't travel and I'm not doing anything until I come over. So we kind of shifted away from that market, just parked it for the time being. We'll revisit it when restrictions are released. And we're now looking at people on the ground here. We've done a handful of sales via video viewings. Generally, they've been to people that knew the area really well, if not the complex, and just wanted to really have a look at the unit's position within the complex, check out the view, and we knew them already. You know, there was a degree of trust there between us and the client already.
That's interesting. So it's people that already know the area. They don't need to see the area because they're familiar with it, so they need to see the property. Which is generally what a virtual viewing in whatever format we want to call it, and however cool or fancy it is, tends to be limited to the property, doesn't it? It doesn't give you the area, and that's probably something that hadn't occurred to me before. That has to be built into why people might want to see certain places.
Yeah, but we're finding with people that aren't that familiar with the area and are just looking for a home on the Costa del Sol, yes, they're keen to do a virtual viewing because, quite frankly, they're locked down. They've got nothing better to do. So it's quite labour intensive on our side. We don't mind doing it. But does a sale come out the other end? No, rarely. It's really more groundwork people are doing, and you're building up your sales funnel, you know, your pipeline for when restrictions are lifted and they can come over. I think this crisis has made a lot of people look at their lives and revalue and think, Christ, what am I doing? You know, what am I doing? Going into work every day, slogging it out when life, you know, there's more to life. I could be doing this in sunnier climes. 90% of our inquiries would come in, and the most important criteria would generally be walking distance to the beach. You know, that's what everybody wanted. As a holiday apartment, that's what you want. You don't want to be relying on a car. But now that people are looking for bigger properties, more outside space, that's become less important. So we're definitely selling more properties that are further afield. You know, I'm not talking in inland campo, but properties where you need a car to get around to many things.
And that presumably isn't because they specifically want to be further afield. It's just that their price range for a larger property gets them more the further inland you go away from the coast, right?
The further from the beach, the more outside space you get.
Well, that's brilliant. Thank you very much for your time, Keith. Okay. And it's good to keep it real and hear what's happening on the ground. Speak to you soon. Thank you very much.
Take care.